Up to number 151. That's big in Fahrenheit, that's for sure, everybody. And if it was Fahrenheit 151 right now, I wouldn't be holding this paper right now. Or would that be 451? I'm kind of getting a little ahead of myself on these. But today on number 151, we're getting into the Panza, the 2003 Cabernet Sauvignon, out of the Stag's Leap District, straight out of Napa, California. That's up north. Check it out, a little bit north of San Francisco. And with us today on location, Tim Malette. What's going on?
Here to show you the Panza Cab today.
Thanks for coming back. You had so much fun the first time, huh? You just couldn't say no to another.
I had to come back.
Let's get some of this in the glass. What's different? This label definitely different than the other label that you brought on by.
Right. Well, Quixote and Panza both, of course, come from Cervantes' book Don Quixote, and Panza was Don Quixote's sidekick during that novel, and so this is our second label. So the winery produces a Petit Syrah and a Cabernet, each under the Quixote and Panza labels. So this is our Panza Cabernet Sauvignon, and this wine is a generous collection of wines from our vineyard. So it squeaks in at 76% Cabernet Sauvignon to qualify as a Cabernet. It has 14% Merlot, and then a little bit of Petit Verdot and Syrah to round that out, and so it takes advantage of every corner of our vineyard, and it's a very flavorful wine that shows off those fruits nicely. That's
fantastic. You know, I mean, if it came in any less than that, it would be a Bordeaux blend, that's for sure.
Right, but we wouldn't be able to call it Cabernet Sauvignon.
And Cabernet is king here in California, I think, is where we're coming from, yeah?
Right, and this wine is from the Stag's Leap District, which is pretty well known for Cabernet Sauvignon. Our winery is located on the Stag's Leap, in the Stag's Leap District on Silverado Trail, right between Stag's Leap Winery and Shaver Vineyards.
You guys have a website or something that people could check out?
It's QuixoteWinery.com, and on there you can get all the information about our wines and our winery and the history of the winery as well.
And what is that,
QUIXOTE.
Winery.com. Open to the public?
It is open.
It's hard to do that. I'll tell you, I'm going to smell, and you tell us whether it's open to the public.
It is open to the public by reservation, because it's a small winery and we have very small staff, so you do need to make reservations to come in and take the tour and taste at our wine.
Fantastic, and it's worthwhile, that's for sure. A beautiful place to visit. You know, the color of this stuff, rich, deep, brooding. I can just barely see my thumb through this stuff,
right.
So it's definitely a full-bodied wine.
Yeah.
It definitely sees some time with that skin contact. I'm going to go way out on a limb and say here, huh?
Yeah,
yeah.
That would be true.
And the nose on it, just deep, dark fruits. And then I get a little bit of this back-end wood, but just enough to kind of balance it out, I think.
And there's some nice underbrush and herb characteristics in this wine that are really quite different for a Cabernet Sauvignon. So this wine goes really well with spicy foods, not just the big bloody steak, but goes well with ethnic foods as well.
I gotta believe also if this stuff was decanted, it would be just so rocking right now.
Yeah,
really.
All of the wines from our winery love decanting.
There we go, and decanters love these wines. Let's get this stuff past our lips. As everybody knows who comes back day after day, week after week, check out the bounce, people. We're bounce, we bounce, we bounce here. And it's time. You know what time it is, Tim.
I think it's monkey time.
It's monkey time somewhere. That's right. Let's do it. Monkey time. Rock and roll, people. You know, rich and round. Long finish. But I really think that the Merlot and the blending of those other grapes really soften things up. You know, it's an approachable cab straight out of the bottle. We just cracked this thing just minutes ago,
right? And
it's ready to drink.
It is. Well, we do keep our wines at the winery a little longer than most wineries do. So, you know, this is just the end of this current release. This is the 2003 Cabernet Sauvignon. So the wines are really ready to drink when they're released from the winery.
That's just fantastic. Well, thanks for coming out, Tim.
My pleasure.
To life, I guess, huh? The best part about any wine are the people you share it with. Thanks for coming out. And thanks, everybody, for tuning in every day and checking out today, number 151, the Panza 2003 Cabernet Sauvignon, straight out of Stag's Leap, Napa. And every day, check out AdamTheWineGuy.com for a new webisode.